Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nukeshot Endurance series here on Nukeshot Media. I'm of course Zokyo, your commentator today. We are here for the NES Europe Tour Round 3 here at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. We're using the Nukeshot layout, so somewhat similar to the current Formula 1 layout, except for it has the slightly sharper Nukeshot hairpin. So it's going to be a true test on tyres, as the marbles on the outsides of many of the corners can attest to. Slightly smaller turnout than we've been having in recent times, although recent times have been exceptional for event turnout. It should still be a pretty decent race, I think. We've got a returning face in the form of Matthew Wrightson. Some of you may remember him from the IndyCar series. For MEM Skoda Racing, he now makes his debut as a TCR driver, as a privateer entry supported by them. Car 38 currently has the best time in practice in that Porsche 919. We've not seen the Porsches that quick this season so far. Interesting to see how he does. And he's actually on the mediums as well. That's looking quite impressive. We've got Mateus here in a Team Full Push updated livery this time around. It's no longer the full carbon look. It's got some white, green and yellow on there as well. Costa back again, car number 12. I suppose this is the closest circuit in game for a home race for Costa, so we'll see how he does today. We've got Alex trying to make it a three-peat of victories. Been on exceptional form, but looking at the practice so far, could be in for a bit more of a challenging day as we see Costa overtake him in this practice session. We've got Myth here as well, another Toyota TS050, car 37 for North Star Racing. Good seeing the bright pinkish purple machine out on circuit again. Tader's here as well for Capital. That is car number 98. We'll be looking for a solid result today. Be interesting to see how the Audis stack up, especially with this very long start-finish straight that we have here. Over to the GTs, we've got Dominic Kubinski, car number 88, that BMW M6 of Project 1. We've got GTO here in the green Nukeshot Motorsport car, number 79, that's a Renault RS01. Ray Racer, back again in the Audi R8. Was contemplating a car switch, I believe, but the car of choice wasn't actually available, so we may still see Ray change cars at some point in the season. We'll have to see, but staying with the Audi for now, which is going to be a bit tricky around this circuit, but again we'll see. Speed Hunter's here in the Mercedes, that D2 livery machine you may have seen earlier in the season. It's currently in the pit, so we can't see it at all. We've got Splurge. Now that is not a Nissan, that is a car change. I believe that's his backup car for these twisty circuits. As long as there aren't 4 Porsches already, Porsche 919s, then he is clear to run that. Car 39. He should have put some Nissan decals on it to try and disguise himself. That would have been funny. I think we're missing someone. Ah, Houdini. Houdini's back. Oh, and he's running a yellow livery. That's slightly different. Don't recall if that's actually been sent through livery inspection. But he's here nevertheless. Car 23 for the Martini Racing team. And at the moment, that is the grid. We're about 1 minute away from allowing anyone else to join. Yeah, this actually has been a okay turnout in the end. It was a little bit short on the GT cars, but overall it's looking to be okay. I'm gonna check, yeah. There is indeed 3 spaces left at the time of posting. Just look at how vibrant the grid is today. Hope you're all looking forward to the action. If you are, be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing for the rest of the season, especially because we're going to be going into a mid-season break after this of 1 week. Then we're going to be returning for Spa-Francorchamps. We're here live at the Nukeshot Media Broadcast Centre and Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. This circuit opened in 1991. The layout we're on today, 2.94 miles. It's actually longer than the version with the chicane. 14 corners, 8 to the right, 6 to the left, and about, as Google tells me, 30 meters of elevation change. Couldn't get an exact stat on that, but it did say about that. Thanks again to our event sponsor, Capital Leagues. They don't have any slogans in particular, but they are working on a NASCAR project that will be coming up at some point in the not too distant future. I believe that's going to happen over spring. So definitely check that out. Also check out the link in the description, at least to the Nukeshot Discord server. You can find links to other related servers, including that Capital NASCAR area. From there we'll be able to navigate you there. Or if you want to be a reserve for this series, of course, that's perfectly fine as well. As you can see, we do have some lobby spots open now. In these races, we're no longer at the full capacity we were at the start of the season, so we're perfectly fine having more and more reserves sign up, all in good fun. The GT category qualifying is scheduled to start in about 3 minutes or so. Tomsoft isn't here, I think, is the one that's mainly missing from the check-in list. Oh wait, no, Tomsoft wasn't here, he's just typing in the Discord channel. But someone's missing. I think it's Lugi. Lugi's not here, as far as I'm aware. No. Hopefully Lugi's able to show up. I'm gonna quickly check the live chat and also do an audio check. I haven't done that yet. Yep, that seems to be fine. Hello, T17. in the chat. Thank you for tuning in, and hello to all 4 viewers currently, one being myself. There's something going off in the background. Apologies if that's picking up on the microphone. Remember, no typing during an active session. It should be a good one. I can't remember the last time that the Nukeshot Endurance Series visited Catalunya, if it ever has. I'm sure it must have at some point. No chance of rain this time. GT qualifying. 2 minutes to apply setups, of course. Stay in the pits. Quick check over. Yep, I think those are all LM cars, so it looks like we've got 4 GTs. And, wait, hold on. Speed Hunter, yep. GTO, Dominic. Poctavian's not here. What's Poctavian not doing here yet? I'm not too sure, but Poctavian seemingly missing qualifying. I'm gonna have to check the Discord for that. Oh, thanks, Ray. I was just in the middle of typing there. Much appreciated. That's referring to the Discord. GTO is on mediums. I'm gonna say that now. Okay. Okay, he has switched. And GT qualifying is live. I'm assuming some kind of emergency's happened with Octavian. He's missing qualifying. He should be able to rejoin for the race at least. Oh, side by side on pit exit. That's quite something. It's a bit cloudy as well at this stage. It looks like GTO is the current pack leader here. In the number 79 for Nukeshot Motorsport, followed closely by that BMW of fan favourite Dominic Kubinski of Project One, Ray of Ray Racing, aptly named, car number 0, Audi R8 LMS Evo, and Speed Hunter driving for TDR, I believe, yep, Track Design Racing, that's the one. Gotta remember that acronym. Cars about to go on to their first flying laps. There'll be trying to get a gap to the car ahead. It looks like GTO is going to hold position, and indeed Dominik Kubinski drops back. And you see the rear wing, fancy logo. Thanks Canoni for that. And here we go then, a lap of Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, here in Montmeló, Spain. Circuit drops down slightly, going towards turn 1, so easy to outbrake yourself. There's a very slight bit of camber in this opening chicane, and then this very long right-hander where you really have to judge the acceleration point carefully, otherwise you will understeer out wide and onto the marbles. GTO seemed to play it quite safe that time around, pitching the car in early for turn 4. And then one of the hairpins here on the circuit. Could see some switchback overtaking going off there. And this tricky braking zone, getting downhill, switches to uphill, that curve causing the car to slide slightly. And really trying to carry as much speed as you can onto this back straight. It's not too long of a back straight. There's a heavy braking zone into another hairpin, Nukeshot. And this final section, this 180-degree right-hander, getting on the power. And then the bit that misses the chicane. And the final corner. Nice, uses all that curve on the exit. Let's see what time GTO gets. It's a 1:41.4. It looks like Speed Hunter has gone the fastest of the group so far. It's a 1:40.491 for Speed Hunter. Dominik Kubinski just over a tenth behind, 1:40.597. Ray currently in third, 1:41.303. And GTO 1:41.457, as several cars running a bit wide through that section. As GTO picks up a penalty, Ray has gone off into the gravel. He's trying to stay out of the way of others, also has a penalty. Dominik Kubinski and Speed Hunter it is. As I believe GTO and Ray have both parked up now, but these two still battling for the pole position. We've got third and fourth settled then. Getting ready with the checkered flag message. I am, of course, race director as well. Speed Hunter, 2 corners to go. Uses the inside curb nicely. Curbs are relatively flat for the most part around here, so you can use them quite effectively. Is it an improvement? It is. Is Dominik going to go any faster? Oh, he picks up a penalty on the last corner. Oh, heartbreak for Dominik Kubinski. Would it have been enough? 1:40.515. I don't think it would have been enough either way. And it is Speed Hunter taking pole position here at Catalunya. Screenshot is saved. I'm going to forward that to the group chat. LM qualifying will be starting shortly. 2 minutes to apply the setups. I've been really impressed with how popular the LM category has actually been. Normally with League Racing, it's the GT3 based category, GT here, that's the most popular and has all the entries and stuff, so it's very nice to see all the hype around the prototypes as they are here. Alex not on circuit yet. Splurge neither. Not too sure what's going on there. Does Splurge know that you have to enter the track in order for the setup to apply properly? Because of BOP being on. I hope he does. Message ready. And a bit after that GT qualifying, T17 is going to be very happy with our pole sitter. All the odd stuff saying Audi sucks. I'm gonna guess that's Ray in the chat. LM qualifying live. I managed to call it LM qualifying this time and not GT, unlike last week. Made that mistake. We've got 8 cars here. Fantastic turnout, as mentioned. Car 25 there of Team Full Push. Mateus, he's been knocking on the door of a win in recent times, but not quite able to get it yet. Will today be his day? We've got Taters here. Car 98. That is of course, Team Capital. Costa, car number 12. That is Audi Sport powered by TDI. Alex of Nameless Racing. Car 51. Matthew, on their return to the channel, I believe, possibly their NES debut, in car number 38. Of TCR. I've just noticed that they're actually not on my commentary notes thing. I forgot to update that bit. I need to get that sorted for the next round. We've got Myth here, of course, for North Star Racing. Houdini in the special yellow livery this time around. They are, of course, driving for the Martini Racing team. And we've got the not Nissan of ART Splurge for the Arrows Racing team. Going to go on board with Mateus for the qualifying lap here. Braking heavily for that downhill turn 1. Weather's changed a bit since GT qualifying. It's now blue skies, so the track temperature will have increased a bit. Wind seems to be in a similar-ish direction from what I recall. Off the top of my head. Into turn 4. And the hairpin at turn 5. Oh, slightly overcooks it there. Gets back on track. Would have avoided getting a penalty. Ooh, that would have been close. 2 wheels on the curb, I think he would have been fine there. Braking here for Lacacia. Again, Formula 1 and the new layout of the circuit takes that sort of wider line. Here we've got the slightly heavier braking zone. 2 corners to go. All right on the limit. Very close stuff. Oh, that might be just over the edge. He crosses the line, and Costa goes faster, only just. 126.387, Mateus a 126.539. Alex, third place at this stage. Interesting. We've been seeing dominance from Alex so far this season. Taylor's currently fourth, 126.654. Matthew fifth, 127.197 in that Porsche 919. Myth currently sixth, 128.843. Houdini in seventh, 129.778, and Splurge, I doubt that's a representative time, 135.879. It was slower than his outlap, so that probably isn't representative. It's Costa top of the timesheet at the moment, and it looked like Mateus bailed at the end of that. That might be to recharge the battery. We're coming up to the point where some will get onto another lap and some won't. This is going to be a little bit tricky to call. I think Costa's going to be fine. Yep. Costa crossed the line, doesn't improve that time though. Matthew about to come across the line. No improvement that time. Myth with a time penalty. It looks like Mateus is just going to make it. Finish lap and park on track. Who was that missed out? Someone missed out. It was Splurge that missed out in the end, but they managed to set a time, 127.426. That puts them 6th for now. But unfortunately, him backing off to create a gap has meant that he's missed out on another attempt. Costa currently fastest. Mateus could be on a lap, but he's got a bit of traffic up ahead with Houdini. Could be having some dirty air affecting him. Alex making his way round the final sector. Does Costa improve the time? No. What can Alex do here? The tyres wearing out very quickly. It's not going to be an improvement for Alex. Matthew. Oh, kicking up the gravel. That is a time penalty. Improved their time, I don't think position. But that was indeed a time penalty there. Other cars coming across the line. Myth, the last one to cross it. Has someone gone into the pit lane? Oh no, that's just oh dear, there's collisions going off. That's just Houdini sitting in the pit straight there. Screenshot saved. I'm gonna verify whether was it Matthew gained any actual positions on that lap because of the time penalty or not. But that concludes qualifying, and congratulations to... Who was it that got pole? I think it was Costa. Yep, Costa taking pole position for Audi. Sorry for all the chaos, I somehow missed that. Wait, hold on. Have I done that right? Yeah, it'll be fine. All cars to the track. Break period begun. Grid being set. Okay, time to check back on that LM session. Checking the replay now. Oh, nice. So the game seemed to cancel that lap automatically. That might be what Matthew was complaining about, I guess. So that's all sorted itself automatically, which is nice. So, time to set the grid. If you've been enjoying the live stream so far, be sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing for the rest of the season. This is round 3 of the Nukeshot Endurance Series Europe Tour here at Catalunya. And our event sponsor, of course, Capital Leagues, with their NASCAR Series project coming up in the not too distant future. The grid screenshots are here. It is Costa on pole. It is Mateus in second. Alex only managing third this time. Tader's fourth. Matthew, good showing on their debut, fifth. Splurge. Wait, hold on. Oh no, I put Splurge and Matthew mixed up there. I don't know why. Yep, so Matthew 5th, Splurge in 6th, Myth in 7th, and Houdini's currently not on the circuit. Oh no, he is. He's just this needs updating. There we go. Houdini in 8th. This is a closest track for a home race for Houdini as well in the game. Of note. GTs, we've got Speed Hunter on pole, we've got Dominic second, Ray ahead of GTO, that's third and fourth. Grid set, and we've got a bit of time. We're ahead of schedule. Who knows, we might see some more join. If they do, they'll be at the back of their respective category. Octavian's still not around. That's the notable one that was on the entry check thing, the attendance check. Oh, that's a shame. It's not coming now, it seems. I just saw a message there. Not even for what seems like some kind of real life thing or whatever. It's just lacking motivation, it seems. That's unfortunate. Well, we hope to see you next time around. Someone's asking me to check Alex's tyres. Sure. What's going on? Oh, I see. He's done split compound. Yep, that's legal. Nothing in the rules against it. Someone's asked me that before. Funny stuff. Oh, and Splurge 129.0. He's getting a bit more practice in here on the mediums before we get this one underway. Oh, the joys of being a race director and such. And yes, that is Ray in the chat. Hi, Ray. And T17 here as well. We are still waiting the extra 4 minutes, even though we are ahead of schedule. Purely in the event that if someone did want to join and we started early, then that would look bad. And we've already had one lobby shenanigan earlier in the season. Not to worry though, it's not too long to go at this point. I suppose I'll use this time to go over some of the other things. And of course there's the formation lap stuff that I need to get up. All good reasons why we have this little bit of extra space. I'll do the everyone ready check now. Oh, there's Lord Sludgeworth backing it into the barriers. Alex sliding about. Taters. That Taters was myth. I don't know. My brain's doing weird things. Not the first time. You understand. Did anyone actually say that they went AFK at any point? Doesn't look like it. One minute to go. If you're looking forward to the action, be sure to leave a like. Do that now while we're still in the break. Kubinski then ready. Oh, that'd be funny. But no, unfortunately I can't do that. The fans would be in outrage. Okay, time to get this formation lap stuff started. What? This peasant telling me this now? Oh dear. Oh, the wind speed's changed a bit. Okay, that should get everyone settled. For now, let's go over the grid while we're here. We've got Costa on pole position in the LM category. Mateus will line up alongside. Alex in the 3rd position. And Taters will line up alongside there on row 2. Matthew on their debut here in the series. They'll be in 5th. Splurge in 6th place, a row of Porsches then. We've got Myth in 7th place in one of the Toyotas, and Houdini in 8th. As for the GTs, we've got Speed Hunter on the pole position. Dominic Kubinski lining up alongside. Ray Racer in 3rd, and GTO in 4th. Didn't take us long to get through that this time. There you could also saw the tyre compounds everyone's on. I unfortunately wasn't looking at that. GTs. There we go, that's... Here we go then. That's all the procedural stuff out of the way. We can now get to the action. Here we are, round 3 of the Nukeshot Endurance Series Europe Tour at Catalunya. Green, 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 and the cars are off, and we're going 4 wide already, are we? Looks like Costa hasn't had that good of a start, perhaps didn't quite know where the timing line was. And it's Mateus that looks to be taking into the lead unless Alex challenges. Not quite. It is going to be Mateus that takes the lead. Taylor's looking to challenge as well, and Alex makes a mistake, goes off. There may have been contact. Shuffling around the order. The GT start looks like Dominic Kubinski got a bit of a jump on Speed Hunter. Managed to time that. Speed Hunter now seemingly dropping down to third and running a little bit wide, as well as Ray up to second. GTO also battling in the mix as well, but it is Mateus from Taylor's. Matthew up to third impressively. Costa down to fourth from pole position. He'll be kicking himself after that. The recovery drive continues. Splurge in fifth, Myth in sixth. Seventh is Houdini, Alex in eighth. Dominic leads the GTs from Ray in second. GTO in third, and Speed Hunter, our pole sitter in GT, down to fourth. Let's check in on some of the action. We've got second place Taters with a penalty. Matthew holding off Costa. Going through this final section. And onto the start-finish straight. A little bit of slipstreaming going off. There's wait, hold on. Costa's actually dropped down the order there even more. What's happened there? Oh, massive moment for Costa. Went off into the gravel. Houdini having to take a bit of avoiding action there. Really not the start Costa wanted, and neither with Alex. We've not seen him in last place this whole season. Not seen him anywhere near that. It's the two leaders in the championship that are at the back of the field. What an opportunity this is for Mateus. Taylor's about to serve that 0.5 penalty. The Audi getting a little bit slippery underneath him. Porsche's third and fourth. This is the best result we've seen for Porsche so far this season. Although, again, very early on in the race, of course. Splurge serving a penalty. Houdini has found his way up the order a bit. Perhaps with more laps throughout the practice, getting back up to speed. Perhaps his pace wasn't as representative in the qualifying, as that was Alex making a move on Myth. It looks like Costa's going to be getting past as well as Myth understeers. Costa has the inside. Oh, bit of contact. Myth just about staying ahead. There's more contact. Onto the gravel, side by side. Costa does get by. Checking in with some of the other battles here. Splurge and Houdini getting close together. Checking in with the GTs. Dominic still holding position. It looks like Speed Hunter's got ahead of GTO at this stage. Well, overall, a relatively clean but still chaotic start of the race. That was certainly eventful. Things starting to settle down a little bit more now as the drivers start to find a bit of a rhythm as Myth goes into the gravel. That was a little bit of a curse to the commentator moment there. Was there a bit of overtaking going off here as Houdini has managed to get ahead of Splurge. It looked like Splurge may have made a mistake at Kamsa, and Houdini taking advantage of that. Myth and Costa still quite close together. They're both on the mediums. Alex looking like they might have a little bit of a slipstream run. We're going on board with the 51. Late on the brakes. Down the inside. Does he get it stopped? Just about. Good move. And he'll be setting his sights on Houdini. The recovery drive continues. Matthew in third. Taters with another 0.5 penalty. It's going to drop him closer to Matthew. The GT's Dominic Kubinski stretches the lead to 2.3 seconds. Ray in the Audi R8 still in second, but Speed Hunter all over the back of Ray. Checking the rear wing cam. Mercedes well in the slipstream. Great noise that the Audi R8 makes. Speed Hunter thinks better of making a dive at turn 1. It'll be difficult to follow through here. Trying to find the clean air on the inside. It washes out. Close stuff. Just trying to put the pressure on. GTO also lurking in the background. Won't be overly long until the LMs start catching the GTs for lappery. Checking in with some of the LMs again. Alex has caught up to Houdini. It seems to be the closest from what I can see of the on-track battles in that category. Bit slidey there from fan favourite Dominic Kubinski through Nukeshot. Apologies for any sneezing in the background. That was Speed Hunter making a slight mistake, not the sneezing, of course. And GTO closing up. GTO might have a slipstream opportunity in that Renault, although the Renault not too good on the straights. We're able to stay with Speed Hunter. GTO has been able to gain position through strategy for this series so far. And with the higher tyre wear that we're seeing here at Catalunya, could play into his hands if he's worked something out in advance. You already see the front tyres there on the LM cars starting to wear away thanks to that hybrid system. Tatus has managed to keep his tyres underneath him quite well, as has Matthew. The rear tyres of Alex burning up. In contrast, it's the front tyres for Mateus, and they're both in the same car, so definite setup differences. Look at the oversteer there for Alex. It's entertaining to see, and he has actually got ahead of Houdini at some point. Houdini on the softs. You might be forced to do a 2-stop at that rate. Oh, Splurge running wide off to Narnia. Car 39 of the Arrows Racing team getting on the marbles, car slipping out. That's allowing Costa to close up. Closing in. You see the Audi has been faster on the straights. Oh, contact there. Splurge doesn't go off the circuit. Really trying to close in. This is where the Audi has an advantage. Oh, and of course, Splurge had that penalty to serve, so Costa able to get by quite easily. 1.5 seconds is the gap between first and second here. What are the laps like this time by? 129.534 compared to a 128.346. That is over a second actually that Tatus has taken out of Mateus. You see Matthew in the background as well, so 3 manufacturers in the top 3 positions. As the lappery is starting to occur, there goes Mateus past GTO. Let's go on board for a little bit with some of this lappery. There you see Ray able to still be ahead of Speed Hunter at this point. Round the outside, switches to the inside. Patience in the traffic, using that hybrid power to accelerate out of the corners. Nicely done. Tatus able to get a little bit of a break in that traffic there. Seems to have closed up a little bit more. Matthew trying to go down the inside, and I think has possibly taken GTO off if there was contact there. There is GTO. Oh, yeah. Possible misjudgment. I'm not really one to call that, as well, when username is Nukeshot Zokio, so there is that. But possibly one for the stewards to look at. Less than a second between the top two, and the Audi with its straight line advantage closing up. Now within slipstream range, but will be affected by the dirty air, of course. Pass for third. That is Alex getting ahead of Matthew. Let's see how this one played out. Looked like Matthew was compromised a little bit on the exit. And to the inside went Alex. Got that pass done on the straight before the braking zone even. So Alex all the way up to third already. And a 0.5 second penalty for Matthew meanwhile, as Houdini in 5th as it stands. Costa in 6th. Oh, slip there by Splurge, as he's really close behind Costa. And it looks like they're both going to be held up a little bit by Speed Hunter in the traffic, are they? Oh, Speed Hunter's gone a bit wide. That's allowing Splurge round the outside. Round the outside of Campster. Oh, runs wide. He's going to possibly get a penalty for that. He's given the position back, and the game hasn't given him a penalty, I think, because he gave that back. But Costa again, held up in the traffic. It's not the GT's fault. This is just the nature of multi-class racing. Splurge down the inside. Not too sure if the Porsche is going to be able to close up much on the Audi, especially if the Audi is going to have the slipstream from Dominic. Does Splurge get past? Yep. Has a bit of a better chance through the twisty stuff then. Top two still close together. Bit of a gap to third. And Alex, I'm not sure if that must just be a setup thing then. He's really burning through that rear left tyre. That's not even one that the hybrid system applies to. The hybrid's the front axle, which is why we normally see the fronts die faster for the LM. So that is very interesting. He's going to have to come into the pits relatively soon, otherwise that tyre's going to wear to the point where he ends up spinning it. And it's still quite far from halfway. Matthews able to close up meanwhile. Houdini 5th, Costa maybe closing up a little bit in 6th, Splurge in 7th. Alex is into the pits. So this setup that he's got on it, really punishing the tyres. And Houdini in the pits as well, but he was on softs. And you see it's this front left tyre that has degraded. This is going to be difficult for Alex to come back from. Does he switch to hards to try and get to the end from here? Oh, I see. He was running soft on the rear. I forgot about that split compound thing. But that's one of the disadvantages of it. He's now running mediums front and rear. Can't do split compounds in the pit stops, of course, in the game. I think you used to be able to, unlike Gran Turismo 4. 4 seconds the gap between Dominic Kubinski and Ray. That is the battle in the GT category, and Ray has a significant gap over Speed Hunter. So Speed Hunter and GTO have been battling with each other, it would seem. GTO with a bit more front tyre wear at this stage. Getting a bit cloudy around the circuit, a bit of fog or haze or something hanging in the air. Battle for the lead. Mateus and that front left tyre is dying, and Taters is surely going to be able to capitalise No pun intended initially, but that is a rather amusing happening for the Capital driver. He's staying behind for now. If he's listening to the commentary, he'll probably have picked up on Mateus having some tyre issues. Or he might just be able to tell that from the driving, but I hope he's listening in. We need the views. Well, that's possibly an indication. Mateus running extremely wide through turn 5. And the downhill section. Is Mateus trying to get to halfway? Mateus has to pit this time by. With that much tyre wear, the cliff for the tyre wear has become an awful lot steeper since even a year ago, thanks to different physics changes with the tyres. So surely Mateus is going to have to pit in, and that would make Taters the net race leader. And I think Taters should be okay to get to halfway on tyres. So it's a setup thing again. You can set the car up to be fast, but it will kill the tyres. So you need it to be consistent. And indeed, Mateus does go into the pits. And you see the full push pit crew waiting for him. Taters takes the lead. Matthew in second now. Costa in third. And it looks like Costa could be closing in the Audi. Late move. Oh, there's contact. Contact there. Matthew stays on track. Looks like Costa trying to set up a switchback. A little bit more contact there. Onion bargy shed between the two of them. Into Repsol, turn 4. And Costa does manage to get the position. The dueling going off here. Epic stuff. Making their way through sector 2. Costa now ahead. Perhaps starting to get a little bit of a gap. I think Matthew may have picked up a penalty for running wide there, or not. It might have just been the netcode or something. Maybe the game's just being a little bit generous. Splurge currently 4th. Taters pits. Taters is pitting now. This isn't halfway. This is earlier than halfway. Does he think that Mateus is trying to go for an undercut? I'm not too sure about this move, Chief. It's put Costa to the lead of this one. We'll see how it all falls into place. Matthew of TCR currently in second then. Splurge up to third. So Porsche 2 and 3. Exiting the pits. There is Taters, and on the exit it looks like Taters is just about going to take the position ahead of Mateus. The crucial track position. And has done so. Is Mateus going to challenge back? Oh, close, not quite. Tyres will be a little bit up to temperature. We'll be more used to the tyres where at this stage. Oh, that's a dive! Late move. Looked like it got it stopped just. That was a close one. Let's check the onboard with this. Here it is with Mateus. Down the inside. Oh, he did run wide there. Got the position. Again, the drivers are free to report incidents post-race. Costa into the pits. This is just about halfway. Maybe one lap less. Because of course we had the formation lap as well. Matthew also in the pits, as is Splurge. You can see some pit stops. Any of them take fuel? Looked like Costa took a couple litres. Fuel not seemingly an issue for the LM cars. And that has cycled out to put Mateus ahead of Taters. Of course we saw that, and the head of the LM field after the pit stops. I think everyone has made a pit stop now. Myth into the pits now for North Star Racing. Car 37, new set of Michelins on that. And out of the pits, Dominic Kubinski, 6.3 seconds ahead of Ray. GT's quite spaced out now. But seemingly doing better on tyre wear, ironically, is the Audi compared to the BMW. The front left is disintegrating. But they would have seen the LM's pit and therefore know that they are at the half distance marker. GTO trying to go for an undercut here then on the rest of the GT field. Surprised none of them came into the pits this time by either, besides GTO. Car 79 serviced and out of the pits. Again, fuel no concern here. Unlike Monza, it's not as high a speed of a circuit. Interesting to see where GTO filters out compared to the others with that undercut. He's currently 32 seconds behind Speed Hunter, who is in third in category. Ray currently second, and Dominic's surely going to pit. No. Is Dominic trying to go to softs on the next stint or something? I'm not sure what this call is. Ray choosing to stay out as well. Maybe Ray can stretch this to go onto the softs for the final stint. Although, I think people might be overestimating the life of the softs. Especially the front softs. We'll see how it plays out. Phrase of the day. Speed Hunter's doing really well for tyres. Might even get to the end of the race if he's very careful. That might actually be a bit over dramatic there. Hyperbolic. Mateus currently the leader in the LM category. This is, of course, round 3 of the Nukeshot Endurance Series Europe Tour here on Nukeshot Media at Catalunya, the no chicane layout in Montmeló, Spain. Thanks again to our event sponsor Capital Leagues and their upcoming NASCAR project. Be sure to check the Discord link in the description and we'll be able to navigate you over to where that is. Should be some good fun over there. Bit of traffic being negotiated for the second time round. I suppose it's easier to negotiate when they are spread out in the way that they are. Going on board as Mateus sneaks underneath, and Taylor's all very close to the back of Ray. Had to get out of the throttle to avoid making contact. Oh, bit of weaving. So the splurge signature. Alex currently in third place. Costa fourth. Getting very close to Speed Hunter around the outside. The amount of grip that the LMs have is extremely impressive, especially on corners like turn 3 here. When they go around the outside of a GT car, it's fantastic to watch. 5th place currently Matthew, 6th place Splurge. Houdini finds himself in 7th place at this stage. He was one that started on the softs, switched to the mediums quite early on. We'll see if those are able to last. Myth currently 8th place. Just set a personal best lap of the race there actually, 129.630. As Costa gets by our GT class leader, the number 88 of Dominic Kubinski. He's still somehow staying out. I don't know what he's thinking. He's got a 0.5 penalty now. Someone's gone off in the background. Was that Ray? I think Ray has gone off. Speed Hunter's up in position. Was that something to do with traffic? Oh, it looked like it may have been Matthew. It looked like a bit of lag at play, potentially. But that is really unfortunate for Ray. Down a position. Was looking really good on the tyres. Still is, to be fair. Still surprised that they haven't gone into the pits yet. Really taking a chance on the softs in the final stint. Oh, we've missed something very crucial. Mateus is down to 3rd. Our race leader has either made a mistake or had something happen, but he's dropped down to 3rd and is now behind Alex. Mateus with a 0.5 second penalty, and Taters, our race leader for Capital in that Audi, would be the first non-Toyota win if he continues at this rate. We're getting into the final stages of the race. We've passed the 30-minute mark. These races typically last around 42 minutes. Hope you're all enjoying the action here. There's a Costa not too far behind either in the other Audi. So it is Toyotas versus Audis. Don't think the Porsches are quite close enough to be in this battle this time by, but 5th and 6th for them at this point. Houdini 7th, Myth 8th, as the GTs are finally going into the pits. There's Dominic, there's Speed Hunter, there's Ray. Are any of these the right call? It is softs for Dominic. Speed Hunter going out the pits, also softs. GTO going down the start-finish straight. What does Ray switch to? Probably also softs, I'd guess. What's that? Oh, it looked like mediums. Yep, mediums. Choosing to do something different to the others that makes sense, I suppose. I'm going to hope that the softs really burn off of those GT cars. Of course, they will not reach the full 28 lap count, because they've been lapped a few times. So Taters, our current race leader, Alex in 2nd, Mateus in 3rd, and that is Costa really closing in now. As Mateus goes wide. Just misjudging the acceleration there, I think. Here it was again. Oh, yep. Just running onto the marbles as well. And Costa taking advantage. But the top 4, all within about 7 seconds of each other, just over. It's still all to play for. And if Alex manages to salvage a win from this somehow, I will be extremely impressed. If he manages to keep that win streak going. Costa, our pole sitter, will have something to say about it as well. Looks like Taters has extended the gap a little bit. Costa will have slightly better straight line speed, although Alex is further ahead down the straight. That gap looked way more than 7/10. Checking in with some of the others, there's Matthew pretty much by himself, Splurge also in clear air, Houdini 7th, Myth 8th. Dominic will have to deal with some of the LMs going by, I think, one more time. Speed Hunter up to 2nd from all of that. GTO 3rd, about to serve a time penalty, but his strategy has managed to jump Ray. As the battle for 2nd in the LM category goes by Ray. Going into Lakaisha, the hairpin here. Alex runs a little bit wide, leaves the door open for Costa momentarily, but stays ahead. There's a race leader getting by. That's GTO. In the closing stages now, this is round 3 of the Nukeshot Endurance Series. The Europe Tour here at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Thanks again to our event sponsor Capital Leagues and their NASCAR project upcoming. Again, definitely check that out. If you've enjoyed the live stream so far, be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing for the rest of the season. This one's far from over here. Blue flags being waved, of course, that's just an indication to the GT drivers that the LMs are coming through. Not to go off of their predictable racing line, of course, or get out of the way deliberately. It's just a reminder to them that the lappery is coming up. And Alex having to lift off the throttle a little bit as he went past. Oh, someone's gone off massively. Who's that in the background? Costa's managed to get the overtake done meanwhile. Costa up into 2nd place. Who was that span off? Mateus is in 5th. Was it Mateus? Possibly. We're going to see it surely. He was about to serve a penalty. I'm guessing he just carried too much speed through here. Oh! The car snapped on him and heavily into the wall. I think we saw Myth have an issue with that in one of the previous races. The car just snapping. And that's allowed Matthew Wrightson into 4th place. And there's Splurge in the background as well. What's Splurge looking like? He's got better tyres and he's got someone to chase down, so we'll see how that goes. Costa has better tyres than Taters, so Costa in an advantageous position, and Alex possibly out of contention, but you never know. About to serve a 0.5 penalty. He's got a decent gap to Matthew behind, so I don't think he's going to drop further back than the podium. Unless he makes a massive mistake. But 4th place at the moment for the Porsche of Matthew. Driving for TCR as a privateer. There is Mateus and Splurge making their way past GTO. Houdini in 7th gets past Ray. And Myth currently in 8th place. Current fastest lap of the LM categories race is Costa, 1:26.866. Impressive speed. Dominic's fastest lap so far is the 1:40.093. Not too sure if that's the fastest in category. It isn't. Speed Hunter's actually faster. And I'm not too sure about Ray, but GTO's time is a smidge slower. The softs are starting to wear out, and there's still a few laps to go here. Has Dominic chosen the right strategy? Speed Hunter, I think, should be okay. Speed Hunter's looked the best of the GTs for tyre wear this whole time. And that Mercedes, of course, the newer spec Mercedes, the AMG GT Evo. So compared to the older model, would have improved things. I think braking's one of the main things that they improved without the ABS system. More customer friendly, and it's certainly proven to be economical on its tyres. So the race could be falling Speed Hunter's way. Checking in with some of the LMs again. I think there was just a bit of lappery going off as Dominic gets overtaken by both Mateus and Splurge. There's two cars really close together here. It's the battle for the lead. We probably shouldn't miss this. Costa has caught up to race leader Taders. Audi versus Audi. As Taders runs wide, that might be a time penalty. That could be the slip up that Costa needs, and indeed, but he's going to go for it anyway. That's really late on the brakes. Did manage to get it stopped, but it certainly scared both me in the commentary booth and Taders by the looks of it. Now, if Costa's going to play this smart, he should probably wait this one out. Knows that Taders has the time penalty. Will serve it, and he should be able to get past. It's just about staying close enough to be able to benefit from that, but probably doesn't have to make the overtake. 1 second of the gap now. It looked like Taders managed to get a very good run out of that final corner. Haven't mentioned wind speed. It's 4.4 meters a second, blowing north-northwest. That's a little bit of a headwind down the start-finish straight. You'll be understeering a lot through turn 3 with that wind direction, and that might be what caught the likes of Mateus out earlier. 0.5 seconds, flash the lights. Oh, that was Myth letting the leaders go by. Good sportsmanship there, of course, in category. Blue flags still do apply. We're going to go on board here for what could be the overtake for the lead of the race. There it is. Taders defends the inside, but Costa gets by, and Taders brakes late. Taders brakes very late. He tries to get it back, runs off the circuit. I think that's challenge over. Went for broke. Didn't pay off. Look at this. Down the inside. Just running too deep. Desperation there. If the tyres weren't quite as worn, he maybe could have got that slowed down. But not quite. I think he's going to have to settle for second, especially given Costa with the better tyre wear. That's Alex spinning in the background. Alex out the final corner. And there goes Matthew to take the podium spot. Unbelievable scenes. Well, this was unexpected. Again, curse of the commentator, unfortunately. I did mention that Alex probably has third place sewn up, but no, it's another snap. It's another mid-corner snap for a Toyota. And they're all probably running different setups. And, well, Matthew says thank you very much. Final lap of the race. Checking in with some of the rest of the field. Mateus currently in 5th with a very worn front left tyre. Houdini in 7th, Splurge in 6th. They're looking fine to get to the end. Dominic is coming under pressure for the lead in the GT category. I think this could be an overtake here. Speed Hunter going to the inside, and there is the overtake. Dominic has misjudged by 1 lap the tyre wear. But there it is, Costa crosses the line to take the win in the LM category. Taters has to settle for second in the end. Matthew with a very famous podium result here on debut. Congratulations to them. Alex with that mistake at the end, or the car just twitching, has to settle for 4th. 5th place looks like it's going to be Mateus. 6th place for Splurge in the not Nissan. Houdini's going to get 7th. Smith's crossed the line in 8th. But Speed Hunter, the tyres have lasted. He just has to bring the car home. Dominic, no chance of catching up with that completely flat front left. Will GTO be able to close in? If Dominic ends up spinning out on that punctured tyre, possibly. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's a bit like that one time with Lewis Hamilton at the British Grand Prix, bringing the car home on 3 tyres. And it is Speed Hunter that takes the win in the GT category. Congratulations to them. And Dominic, that one's got a sting. Loses it on strategy. GTO comes across the line, will take 3rd place. And Ray in 4th. All important points in the championship hunt. Takes the checkered flag. And there is our LM winner, Costa. First non-Toyota win. And in fact an Audi 1-2. What a race that was. And from pole position, well, I suppose, again, the stats won't do that race justice. Save that replay. Here are the results. In the end, Costa with the fastest lap as well. So that is a maximum point score, I believe, then, of 18. Getting the bonus points for fastest lap and pole position for Costa. Takes the win by 4.4 seconds over Taters, making it an Audi 1-2. And no Toyotas on the podium. Matthew in the Porsche. Their best result of the season for Porsche. And, of course, Matthew on debut here takes 3rd place, 17 seconds back. Alex, really unfortunate at the end with the car stepping out. The mechanics will be having to look into that one, because it also happened to Mateus, who is in 5th place after all of that, was leading for quite a while early on. He has to settle for 5th. Splurge in 6th place. Relatively calm day for Splurge from what I could tell, which probably means that we missed a whole load of action that was off camera. Houdini in 7th place in the end, and Myth in 8th. That rounds out the LM field. And the GT's Speed Hunter finally getting that win that he's been wanting this whole season so far. Impressive stuff. Got it on strategy. Also had the pace. You see them with the fastest lap in category. Congratulations to them. Dominic Kubinski misjudged it just by 1 lap. That's going to be difficult for them to take. But next round, we hope to see them back fighting for the win once again. GTO takes a podium result here today in the Renault for Nukeshot Motorsport, and Ray for Ray Racing rounds off the field again. 4th place. Could probably have switched to the mediums a bit sooner. Similar to GTO, possibly could have had 3rd. All these are what ifs. But we hope to see Ray next time out at Spa-Francorchamps in not next week, but the week after, because this upcoming week we're going on a break mid-season. Again, this has been the Nukeshot Endurance Series Europe Tour here on Nukeshot Media. I've been Zokio. Hope you've all enjoyed the action here today from Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in Spain. Thanks again to our sponsor for the race, Capital Leagues. Again, check out the link in the description. That will take you to the Nukeshot server on Discord. And from there we have a server portal, which should also include the NASCAR League as well. And if you want to be in one of these races, of course, the Nukeshot Discord server is also the place to be. I believe that rounds off everything. So from all of us here, it's goodbye. See you in a couple weeks' time.